All right. First up, I want to talk about a few different things. Just some things going on in the lineup for the tactical pontoon triggers and things I want to change. Uh, for starters, with the drop-in line, I am going to be changing a few things up. Now, my my main line of triggers are the competition series, which is mostly known for the excommunicado. And that trigger shoe is one that is in high demand. It's an excellent, it's a beautiful trigger shoe, and I cannot blame anybody for wanting one of them. That being said, because of that high demand, this damn cord, I swear, I'm not going to be happy with it there either. So I don't know. Um, that being said, I am going to be taking the excommunicado trigger shoe out of the drop-in line and keep it for the competition series. So the Equalizer 3.0, the Equalizer 3.5, and then the EDC will actually be going away probably this week, later this week, maybe the end of the week. They're very popular, and I cannot blame anybody for wanting those. And because of sometimes it takes a little bit longer to get those or keep those in stock because I'm building the crap out of them for excommunicado and shaking. I'm sorry, guys. One of these days, I'm going to get all this stuff uh, organized and ready before I go streaming, and then I'll be happy. Sorry, live problems. So, with the excommunicado being as popular as it is, I'm going to remove those from the drop-ins just to make it easier on myself and the supply of the excommunicado trigger shoes just to help out. Now, that being said, that leaves the Peacemaker series, which uses the Gunco trigger shoe. Let's see if we can get this into, put that up next to me. Boom. This little guy right here is the Gunco trigger shoe. This little guy is on the Peacemaker systems. This has pretty much all of the good stuff of what I would consider the excommunicado, which would be reduced pre-travel. It's obviously aluminum. It has excellent tolerances. And while it doesn't have quite the aesthetics or the color combinations that the excommunicado does, I highly recommend it. And due to the way that I keep them in stock and they're not part of the competition line at this point, I have a better supply of those. So for the drop-ins, it's going to be going to that trigger shoe or the Peacemaker line. Now, even though we're losing the excommunicado, or not, we're losing, just if you just joined in, we're not losing the excommunicado. It is just not going to be in the drop-ins. Okay? We will be adding, I will be adding because it's just me. Let's see here. This guy right here, see that little ghosty? That's a little ghosty. That is the Train with Purpose trigger shoe. This will be going on to the drop-in line as well. And basically, just like the Peacemaker and just like the Equalizer line, you will be seeing this trigger shoe on that same style system. And the really cool thing, there's a couple really cool things about the Train with Purpose trigger shoe. One of those, obviously, it has a very large flat face. And for a lot of people who like the textured front face, it does have a knurled front face for extra purchase or grip. And then there are some color different, some extra color options for both the shoe and the safety tab. Pink is one of those options. That is something that I do get requested for, is something in pink. Well, now I've got it in the Train with Purpose. Green, an OD green for the trigger shoe. So there will be different color variations. It is an excellent trigger shoe. It has very high tolerances. I've not had any issues with any sort of pin walking. The finishes are good. I know one of the companies that I used in a previous life had issues with their finish, their anodizing process, which they did in their garage or barn. And some, especially red, I would get pink, and it would just, they would be pink when my customers ordered red and a shipment of pink trigger shoes came in. Well, then I was in trouble. So that's one of that's the beauty of working with an excellent brand with high tolerances and a high level of standards that just does not throw me for a loop like previous brands that I'll go into another time. So that's it. That's the news for this week. Like I